this is going to be a secret reading for Libra. We're going to look at the energies on the surface and then the ones below the surface, trying to find hidden meanings. And what we see from the cards is a situation where you have someone around you who's often making things hard on you and who's very demanding from this situation. And we will try to understand why. With the first card, Two of Swords, we can first of all see that you are in between two forces. And in fact, we have two twos, the Swords and the Pentacles, which overall are really showing us a situation that sometimes might be perfect, but some other times can be very stressful and very hard to handle. But also, we see that this person that you're dealing with, in a way, plays a lot of games and wants you to believe that at any point they have the option to just walk away as though they could find another person in no time. And they might not say these words exactly, but overall their actions are making you believe that. And we can immediately understand all of the struggle and the pain that comes when you have to deal with someone like this. And the main issue is that they don't always act this way. And so you're always in between these two forces, these two people in a way, these two personalities, and you're never able to make clear decision on what to do. Maybe to just let them be, move on, because there's nothing that you can do to fix it, or maybe to keep trying and put even more effort and energy in seeing if this could be and could become a better connection. And underneath the surface, mirroring this behavior, we have the Princess of Wands. And what we have here is definitely someone who has a lot of passion for you and for this relationship. The Princess or the Page, it's still a more immature energy, and so they do feel all of this love and all of this attraction towards you, but they don't know how to handle it. And also with this amount of energy, they often want everything and they want it right away. Definitely very impatient, not willing to put in effort and do things slowly in order to make something grow. And often this kind of behavior could lead to situations and events that are making you see them as though they don't care too much about the situation, because the way they act is either things go my way or I'll just move on and I will just find someone else in no time. And again, they might not be saying this, but their actions definitely are. And what we see from underneath the surface is that the reason why they act this way, it's not because they really think so, but because they want everything right away and they don't know how to handle their own emotions. And so they really go to places where they're trying to control you, trying to control everything that happens in this relationship. The Emperor, in fact, you see this person sitting on the throne and overviewing everything around them. They decide where things go, they decide how the situation is going to evolve. Every single detail is in the hands of the Emperor. And they want to seem to you as someone who has control over not only the situation, but especially over themselves. They want to seem as someone reliable, stable, and so often they want to make decisions and they do it in a way justifying it because they say, I am the one who's most reliable. I am the one who has most of the knowledge. Maybe I already went through this. I already had a long-lasting relationship. So just hear me and let's just do things how I want them to do. But we can tell again underneath the surface that this Emperor energy is showing up because they don't want competition. The Five of Wands is all about competition, is all about other people and elements showing up in this picture. And they don't want you to think that anyone else on this planet could be better than them, could be a better match. And overall, we see definitely a lot of jealousy. The Emperor with the Five of Wands is all about jealousy. And especially close to this Princess of Wands, it's showing us the obsession that they have for you and that they cannot control. They cannot do anything to control how they feel. And at the end of the day, they cannot always control their actions and the events that are happening because of this insecurity that they definitely have, although they're trying to mask it with the Emperor. But that's definitely not the case. And speaking of masking and hiding, the Two of Pentacles, it's definitely showing us the same sort of message, where we have someone who's trying to, in a way, distract you from the real issues in this relationship. I believe that they might be talking about the problems that you're having, always trying to blame you instead. They're not taking the blame for anything at all, as though everything they do is always perfect. And they're pretty good at manipulating these conversations because often it makes you believe them. And I think that you are that kind of person that is always ready to reconsider certain things, reconsider the way you do things, the way you think about things. And so they definitely take advantage of that. But what we see is that this behavior is getting harder and harder on you and on this connection. This Ten of Wands is showing up as the natural consequence of that Two of Pentacles and overall of all of these energies, where you're getting to places where you cannot enjoy this relationship anymore. It's not about love anymore. It's not about respect, wanting to be together. This, in a way, became like a job. And if you are not going to address these issues soon, the Ten of Wands will just become heavier and heavier to the point where you won't be able to walk at all. And the walk here is representing the progress, not just in this relationship, but in your life as well. And so, in order to understand how these energies will evolve, see if we have more messages regarding this relationship, make sure to check out the extended reading link below. And if you want me to do a follow-up reading at the end of the month to see if we have any more messages around the situation, make sure to comment with #-follow-up, and I will select the videos with the highest number of hashtags.